Well, today I'm going to go check on the roof. I did do that patch and it is leaking.
Hello and welcome to our Retire Early lifestyle, where a retired couple bought a cheap old house and are fixing it up without a pile of cash.
I was 50 to 75% sure it was going to leak, as opposed to 50 to 75% sure that it wasn't going to leak. But before I do that, I want to show you the kitchen. So the house is almost a rebuild from the ground up, and so I don't want to do the whole house and shock people. Remember that we promote liberty on this channel, and I know that some people, in the comments, they say, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to go get a loan. It's just they're missing the point when they talk like that. The whole point is to work within your means so that you can avoid being in debt. And so the kitchen needs a ceiling. I'm waiting for, this part of the roof does not leak, so I'm going to replicate what I did on this side of the roof. And I know what I didn't do over there. I didn't do 2 coats of the sealant. That's what it needed, but I didn't get a chance to do it. This one also leaked when I first put the first coat on it, but after I put the second coat on it, it stopped leaking. So after it's been through several rains without any leaks, which I got these tubs down here, and that's how I know it's not leaking, then I'll go ahead and fix that ceiling. So the kitchen needs a new ceiling, the walls all need to be redone, the floor needs to be redone, and the cupboards need to be redone. They're old 50s cupboards with rust on them, and the kitchen counters need to be redone. They're busted, and there are some issues on the side of the house which we'll tackle afterwards. Is there anything left? So it can get overwhelming, so we just do it one step at a time. And people, you will be overwhelmed when you tackle a job like this, if you just try to do too much. And I'm just focusing right now on getting the roof to stop leaking. I had a delay because of the poison ivy. So today I'm going to do some more sealing on that roof, patch the one that's leaking. This isn't the one that's leaking. This is the one that's leaking over here. So I've got 2 of these in separate rooms right there. Pretty bad. So now I'm going to go to the roof and see if I can do some patching. So I just want to show you these kinds of things because I don't want people to get discouraged when they tackle things they've never done before. And you're going to have challenges, and you just deal with them one step at a time. And I can see right away, as soon as I got up here, what the problem is and why it's leaking. You see the difference? This side and that? This just washed away with the rain. Now this sealant's really picky and touchy. They want you to not put it on if the roof's really hot. And I remember now I did this in the middle of the day. It's summer, it's the beginning of July, and that's probably what happened. And it's my fault, so I need to pay attention to details. But I just wanted to hurry up and seal it because I'm tired of leaky roofs in the house. But my bad. So I'm going to do this in the morning. I'm going to redo it, and it also requires the 2 coats that I mentioned earlier. You can see that's intact, and that's exactly what we want. It's bad news, but it's not that bad. It's good news. It means that if I do this right, it's going to work, which is good news. You hear that people in America, almost half of people in America don't have any money. We also promote liberty. People don't understand how they lose their liberty, and they don't. Sometimes put two and two together, like people that still want to go into debt. I mean, no matter how what choices people make, you are making a sacrifice. If you think this is making a sacrifice, right? Living in a house like this, and I'm not promoting buying a house that needs this much work. You can buy a house at whatever level of work that fits into your means. But the point is, regardless of where each individual happens to be financially and at what level they buy their house, you're going to make some sacrifices. If you're in that spot, I mean, I'm not talking to the 1%. They can just go around buying houses cash, whatever, anytime they want and this kind of thing. You hear that people in America, almost half of people in America don't have any money. You think, well, I'll go into debt because then I can get something of a higher price and I can get something that doesn't need any work, as much work or any work. But yet you are sacrificing because you're sacrificing your liberty. Because, how are you going to pay that loan? And then you're stuck in it because it's a long-term commitment, LTC. Long-term commitment to pay that loan off. And I know that people can sell the house, but that's not the point. The point is to have the lifestyle so that you can live your dreams, which I also call, some people call it so you can live your dreams, but I call it so that you can live the life you were called to live. So it's just a question of, you're going to make a sacrifice regardless of how you do it. Why not do your sacrificing in such a way that you retain the most important thing in life? And it's a question of priorities. And people don't understand what it means to have time. And yes, I spend some of my time fixing the house, but I have the liberty to pick and choose what hour of day I do it. Sorta. I mean, I got to do this before it gets too hot. Or if I can't do it, if I'm laid up because of poison ivy, then that's okay. Nobody fires me. I don't lose my job. I don't get into financial trouble when something unexpected happens and something unexpected comes up. I have the same lifestyle here that people coveted when we were traveling abroad and living abroad for 13 years. We used to walk around in Cuenca, Ecuador, and everywhere we've been, Central America, Eastern Europe. We're always walking around, we're always close to everything, and that's how it is here. So I have the very same lifestyle. So I'm close to everything. I don't even really need the car, except for those very, very rare moments when I need the car, mostly to haul heavy stuff. I hope I've encouraged you to reassess your priorities in life so that you can keep your liberty, so that you can live the life you were called to live. How you like them apples? So I'm going to go ahead and put that sealant back on there because the roof's not too hot at the moment, so I better get that done right away.